Well, hello everybody. Thank you for joining us on Vacation Station TV, your virtual getaway. And virtually you're in the car with me. And we're heading into the belly of the beast. Yeah. But I don't want to do this, because I don't like doing what the other people do. I don't want to get stuck in the traffic. So, you make a right here. This is McGill Street. Instead of going straight and get stuck at like 4 or 5 traffic lights, because that's usually what happens, you head down here. And this is going behind Publix. Publix is on your left. And you can avoid all sorts of nonsense, especially during rodrun. There are all the trailers. See, there's a lot of cars here. A whole bunch of cars. If I'm not mistaken, we'll be broadcasting live tonight from downtown Pigeon Forge, and we will, I think Dry Creek Home Collections will be there, Jeff and Tootsie Camping, maybe Joshy and Stacy, I don't know. I know Josh really doesn't like these shows, so he may not show up until after the fact. That's okay. That's all right. Great. Unbelievable. Tried to give him a break. There's all the people on their scooters. Oh my God. There's people everywhere. Feel bad for these people in their motorhomes and stuff, because they are going to be stuck here for a while. Appears to be a lot of Chevys here, which is pretty standard for the rodrun. Lots and lots of Chevrolets. I'll run the other camera at the same time. A little bit behind on that. But this way you can kind of get an idea of the traffic on both sides of the road. Now this is Thursday. So really the rodrun hasn't even started officially. It doesn't start till tomorrow. And usually Friday and Saturday night are pretty crazy. But Friday night, they're calling for rain. Now, that could pass us by. Now, Saturday night's supposed to be really good. No mention of any rain. No mention of any foul weather. Nice SS. Really nice. Looks like he probably drove that up here from Georgia. I don't know. Nice car. kids. Light them up, light them up. I could smell the fuel. Very powerful. There's a Camaro, 300 SS, 396, excuse me. A lot of Chevy trucks. This is a great place to come. Find yourself a parking spot, which is kind of difficult, but you can do it. Behind the buildings is parking. And just walk around. I'm not going to do that right now because I have somewhere else to be. But I did want to come out here because I've heard people talking about how many cars there are. So I said, all right, I'll do that. I'll do that. I've got no problem with that. But I'll go out and take a walk around. I'll see how tomorrow is. If it rains, I'm not going to go out in the rain. But if it's just cloudy, I could deal with the cloudy. Let this old guy go. He's a Freemason. Now at night this place is totally different. You can bring your chairs, you can see the chairs laying down. Those people have commandeered their spots. A couple of nice old ones. I like the old style better. They just have a nostalgia about them, a vintage look. They're just nice to look at, even standing still. They don't even have to be driving. I'm not much into the rods, because actually I grew up during that time and I saw these cars all day long. Everybody had one. Everybody either had an SS or they had a Camaro or they had a Nova. Clouds are definitely coming in. It was raining before, so I didn't get the car washed. Maybe on the way home I'll get it washed. We'll see. I always have my chairs in the trunk. Now this goes on Friday and Saturday and Sunday. People will be here. A lot of them hang around and they'll stay here for another week. If you want to join us tonight, we'll be at Fantasy Golf. It's on the other side of the street. And Saturday, I'm just not sure what we're going to do. I like being in front of Farmhouse Subs because it's a hot spot. I'll let you guys know. Take it for a ride. I've interviewed so many guys who go, nope, start it up once in a while and stays in the garage. Well, why did you buy it? It's a car. It's a classic. I always drove my classic cars. I took my 38 coupe everywhere. I mean, I drove that from Long Island all the way up to Albany, New York, many times, just to drive. Went up to Long Island, up to Massachusetts, Hancock, Massachusetts, Pittsfield, Massachusetts, Bennington, Vermont. Took my 39 up there, took my 46 DeSoto, my 49 Ford, 47 Ford, 53. I had a lot of antique cars. And they all were in mint condition. I only bought them in mint condition. Except for the 38. Now the 38 was in beautiful shape when I bought it, but I I really restored the inside. I made it more on the rod side. Alligator leather interior. The steering wheel was alligator leather. It was a fun car to drive, and it ran and ran and ran. Had the original 6-cylinder engine in it. Just cleaned it all up, made sure it was in good shape. The thing started right up when I took it out of the garage, out of the barn that it was in. Put a little gas down that carburetor, and that car fired right up. Changed the oil and had a ball with it. These people take these shows very serious. You know, they wait all year to do this. And I don't have a problem with that. It's fun. Great place to meet and greet people. You walk around, look at the cars, drive around, and you go out to dinner. Or you go to lunch and then go to dinner. Make sure you don't block the intersections. The cops will give you a ticket. They'll just pull right up next to you, hand you a ticket. And I think it's $180 now. So it's not worth it. Just make sure the intersection's clear. If you see a spot up ahead, pull up ahead, and you're in. We're in downtown Pigeon Forge on a Thursday afternoon at the Rodrun, the 2023 Rodrun in the Smoky Mountains. Both cameras going, so anything passes me on the left that you think is interesting, feel free to comment. I do appreciate your comments. There's a lot to do in Pigeon Forge. There's a lot to do in Gatlinburg too. You know, I haven't been up there in a while. Now the tunnel is open, so if you're worried about that, the tunnel is now open in Gatlinburg, so you could get through that with no problem. Lots of carbon monoxide in the air. I can smell all the high octane fuel. I haven't seen any real classics yet. Maybe Saturday they'll be out. Or some of these guys have $100,000-$200,000 in these classic cars. They definitely don't want to get them wet. As soon as I buy it, I park my car and go, give me the keys. I'm gonna fill it up. I'm going to go for a drive. That's what I did with my, what was that? It was the DeSoto. Was it the 53 or the 56? I forget, I've had so many. I was up in Bennington, Vermont, and I drove my coupe up there, my 38 coupe. And car was running, and I didn't believe the guy. I said, well, this is nice. It was a 46 DeSoto. And he goes, it's running right now. And I didn't believe it until he popped the hood, and it was so quiet. I have never, ever seen a car like that. It was in pristine condition. And I go, how much you want for that? He goes, give me $1,300. It's yours. I go, reached in my pocket, peeled off $1,300. I said, I'm going to park my 38 here, and I'll be back. I got a quarter mile up the road, and it ran out of gas. So I had to walk back, and the guy gave me a couple of gallons of gas. And then I took it into town. I drove it all over, and I came back and with a friend, and I picked up my 38. A lot of nice cars there. Those were the days. Got no place to keep an antique car right now. Maybe the next house. Oh boy, they got pulled it over. Pulled it over. Gonna be a lot of that this weekend. Now, any of these roads you see on the right here, you can turn up there and that'll take you to Rena Street, and you can get out of this traffic real quick. Just make a right, and you barely have to go 1/16 of a mile, not even. And you can zip up and down, go to different places on the Parkway, and pull down any of these streets. You don't have to stay on, because this is definitely going to get more crowded as the day goes by. There's a bike for sale. Still want to get a bike, but the problem I'm having is, where would I keep it? And that's what Marie keeps reminding me. Where are you going to put it? Because we don't have a garage where we are. Now, the next house, I'll at least put 2-car garage there. But there's no place to keep it. And I wouldn't feel good keeping it outside, even with a cover over it. Because you're still you're subject to the weather and theft and all that stuff. Not that there's any problem up there, but I would just not feel comfortable doing that. That's why I've kind of held off. Not a nice car. And truck. Little scooters. See, something like that. You pick those things up for a couple of $100, $300 probably. Charge it up, just zing around. An old Model A. 30 Model A, $18,000. They sold for $895 new. Plenty of restaurants to go to, plenty of hotels. Now, the hotels are probably most likely booked up. You'd most likely have to go out and get out of town, go on the outskirts to get yourself a room. I'm sure more vehicles will be coming in later today and tonight. And tomorrow, you know, people still come in because they want to be part of this thing, you know, the Rod Run. It's an event, and it's everybody is from everywhere, all over the United States. People come just to be at the Rod Run here in Pigeon Forge, because it is a lot of fun. Across the street on the left there, that's where you can get yourself event t-shirts. Now this is Pine Mountain Road right here. And remember I said, if you want to get out of the headache, all you do is make a right, which is what I'm doing. I'm done for now. And you just turn, you go up the street, and it'll dump you out on Arena Street. It's real easy drive. Right up to the stop sign here. Now this is what I'm doing. Let's say I want to get back into town more. Make a right here. It's Pine Mountain Road, and then this is Rena Street right here. Just make a right. And now we are running parallel with Parkway. And just see how there's very little traffic here. It's a nice little neighborhood. Easy to get around. It's Pickle Street. Mama's Farmhouse is right to the right. Just continue down. Here's where a lot, if not most, of the trailers are right here on your left and your right. This is where they park. They lease this property out, and people rent to be here for the weekend. And it's not completely full yet, but it will be by later today, tomorrow. It's definitely getting more full than I've seen it in a long time. So I'm sure it's going to be a really good event. They got all day parking here. You just turn in right. I don't know what they charge him. There you can see Parkway right there on the right side of your screen. Fairlane 500. And you just continue here. If you wanted to go to Publix, it's straight ahead. If you made a right anywhere through here, you'd be on Parkway. Want more travel safety and quick tips, just go to Vacation Station TV and go to the playlist and look under shortcuts. There's another one here. If you make a right, that's La Follette. That'll take you by Firehouse Subs right out onto the Parkway. You can make a left on La Follette, and this will take you back out to 321, which is where I'm going. Nice, easy drive. getting a lung infection from being behind this guy. Blowing some high octane. Sounds tight. There's Publix on your right. Excuse me. And I'm going to, there's 321 straight ahead of us. Where's Valley Road? And you just make a left here. And we'll be on 321 leaving Pigeon Forge. 321 North. Kroger is right here. My favorite grocery store. A lot of traffic up here too. Interesting. So there you have it. Now don't forget, I'll try to get this video out ASAP. But we will be broadcasting live tonight and Saturday. If it's raining Friday, I will not go out in the rain. I'm sorry. I'm not going to get sick again. It isn't going to happen. If you're wondering what I've been doing, since Sunday, I've been stripping the decks and getting ready to restain everything. Oh joy. That's what I've been doing. Oh, there's one of those retractable. See that on the left? No, it's not retractable. Sorry, my error. It's been modified. The old pickup. They're hard to come by. There's still some barn finds out there. You got to look for them. You got to go deep in the woods. Deep in the woods. Or know somebody. So thank you for joining me on Vacation Station TV, Virtual Getaway. Hope you enjoyed our little quickie run through Pigeon Forge during the 2023 Rod Run in Pigeon Forge. And of course, I will see you all again very, very soon. Thanks for joining.